Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. So today in this video I'm going to show you a very interesting scenario that is unfolding right now for Bitcoin and also for Ethereum, because right now if we monitor the price movement of Bitcoin starting in a daily time frame, you can see this is a very important key level of resistance. Because if we look at this previous example, I said you guys, if we are able to break out of this previous temporary resistance line that is around 58,400 and also find support above it, then there is a very likely scenario that we are also going to see another impulsive move here in an upward direction. But look at this, the price did actually broke out of this 58,400, but when we had this retracement we were unable to find support above this price level. That's why the price here also had a pullback around 56,400 price level. So now is this breakout going to happen, what everyone is waiting right now, or is there any obstacle we have to overcome before seeing an actual price breakout? In this video I'm going to show you both the scenario guys. So this video is definitely going to be a very interesting video, so please watch it till the end. And also I would really appreciate if you could just take 2 seconds of your time and smash the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So now if we look at this price structure, not just only because of this ascending broadening wedge, breaking the previous high structure has always led to another impulsive move just like here, right? And now since this is also an area where we had a previous temporary resistance line, so breaking this area around this 58,400, finding support above it could actually lead to another impulsive move for Bitcoin. And not just only because of this previous temporary resistance line, but also if you add the CPI indicator, the monthly R1 line is also acting as a resistance, you can see here. So today what we are actually looking at, the price here finding support around this 58,400 price level. If we manage to close the day above this 58,400, then we could be preparing ourselves for another impulsive move here in an upper direction. Because not just only this price action, but if you look at this RSI is still over 50 level. That is a very good sign, and it's also flashing a bullish price momentum. And if we look at this MACD line, you can see, let me show you one more time, whenever we had this bullish MACD crossover, for example, if you start from here guys, you can see what happened with the price action. We had a really nice impulsive move here in an upper direction. Bearish MACD crossover, price correction, right? And again a bullish MACD crossover. Look at this price structure here. After that we had a really impressive move here in an upper direction, and this is exactly what we are also witnessing. You can see price correction right after we had this bearish MACD crossover, but this is still a bullish MACD crossover. Just like here with the previous example, the price here could be preparing itself for another move here in an upper direction. But for that we have to overcome one obstacle, what I'm actually going to show you beside this temporary resistance line around 58,400 price level. So let's switch the chart here. You know guys, we did also talked about this rising wedge type of scenario that was playing out for Bitcoin. I said you very loud and clear, not just only the lower line of this rising wedge is acting as a support, but also this green line, and this green line is the 21 exponential moving average for Bitcoin. And exactly when we had this price pullback, price saw really nice bounce from this trend line and also this 21 exponential moving average. So now this area is a very important area, because you can see guys, whenever the price here managed to find a proper support at the lower line area, it always tested the upper line area of this rising wedge. So in this case the price has already found support at the lower line area. So if this is going to continue here in an upper direction, which price target are we actually looking at? So in that case what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to add this CPI indicator, because according to this CPI indicator, if we manage to close above it, right, then there is a very likely scenario that we are also going to test this monthly add to CPI line for this March month, because in that case our price target is going to be around this 70,000 to 71,000 price level. So this area is where we could be actually getting gravitated. So now we know if this plays out as a rising wedge type of scenario with every price pullback leading to another impulsive move, making a new higher high for Bitcoin. So in that case, right, since we have already found support, if we are going to continue, then right now we are focusing around the 70 to 71,000 price level to play out for Bitcoin. And now let me also show you, if we are able to break out of this structure right now what we are forming guys, this could lead to another impulsive move for Bitcoin. Let me show you with this simple chart here. So this here is Bitcoin USD in a 4-hour time frame, and now let me show you this price structure which is very important to break. And if we break out of it, that could lead to another impulsive move here in an upward direction for Bitcoin. Because if you monitor this price movement from this January month, look at this price structure here, resistance, resistance all the time. This line here acted as a resistance, but once we were able to break out of it and also find support above it, that actually led to another impulsive move here in an upward direction, right? So now let's look at this one here. If you monitor the price movement, you will see a pretty similar scenario also unfolded here. Resistance, right? Resistance. But once we were able to break out of it and also find support here, what happened to price action? It started making another impulsive move. So now we are going to add another falling trend line type of scenario for Bitcoin, because right now, if you monitor the price movement, you can see very, very clearly, guys, that this trend line here has also acted as a resistance, right? Resistance all the way, you can see here. And now if we want to see a proper breakout, then what type of scenario are we actually expecting? A pretty similar scenario to this one here or this one here, because this price movement here, what we are witnessing, guys, you can see if we are going to break out of it and also find support above it, then this could lead to another impulsive move just like here, just like here. And why is it so important? Is because this scenario, what we are witnessing, is known as bump and run reversal bottom. So let me show you one example. So this is an example for this bump and run reversal bottom, because if you look into our current price action of Bitcoin and also this example here, pretty similar scenarios unfolding, guys. Every time when we got a rejection from this falling trend line, which also acted as a resistance in the past Bitcoin price action, when I showed you the example, just like with this example, we also got rejection from this falling trend line. But once when we were able to break out of it and also find support above it, then that actually led to another impulsive move for Bitcoin. So this example, right, is also showing us that if the price of Bitcoin does manage to break out of this falling trend line, which is acting as a resistance, and find support above it, that could actually lead to another impulsive move here in an upper direction for Bitcoin. And look at the price action of Bitcoin right now. Resistance, resistance, resistance all the time. But once when we were able to break out of it, came back to find support, it started another impulsive move here in an upper direction. Pretty similar scenario here. Resistance, resistance. But once when we were able to break out of it, and then we actually started heading in an upper direction. So right now for me, the most important thing is the price breaking out of this previous temporary resistance line, which is around 58,400, and finding support above that. Because if that's going to happen, then I think we are also going to see another impulsive move, because this trend line here could be getting broken very, very soon, guys. So this is what I see right now looking at the price action of Bitcoin. So now let's have a quick look at Ether price structure. So guys, let's look at this price structure of Ether in a very simple way using this ascending broadening wedge type of scenario. Because if we look at this price structure inside this ascending broadening wedge and monitor this price movement, you can see this scenario is playing out pretty solid so far. That's why we also said as long as the price is following this ascending broadening wedge type of scenario, we are going to stick to it. And right now in a daily time frame, we can see for us the support line here is a very solid, which is from the 21 exponential moving average. But if you add this Fibonacci retracement level from this swing high till this swing low, guys, you can see which line is another important line of support, 0.61, along with this 21 exponential moving average. Look at this, guys. We had a plenty of attempt to break down out of this 1750, 1760, but this line along with the 21 exponential moving average acted as a very, very strong support line. So now in the daily time frame, we know this 0.618 around 1750, 1760 is a very, very strong support line. But to the upside, right, to the upside, this 0.786 line must be broken, and also the price of Ether must find support above this line. If that's going to happen, guys, then the price here is also going to break this previous high structure from 2040 2050 level and also start making a new all-time high for Ether. And that's why, guys, that's why for us right now, the support line 0.618 area and also the 0.786 resistance line is actually showing us that, hey, the price of Ether looks like it's getting trapped between these two Fibonacci levels. So right now, if we could consolidate some more between this level, it is absolutely fine, because we are gathering some more strength before we actually start moving here in an upper direction, also piercing through the 0.786 Fibonacci level, and that price level is around 1880. So in a daily time frame right now, our strongest resistance is around this 1880 and support is at 1750 to 1760 price level. And now let's find out what exactly could be playing out here in a 4-hour time frame if you look around this particular area. So now what I'm actually going to do here in a 4-hour time frame for Ether, I'm going to add a very interesting scenario that is known as descending broadening wedge, because if you monitor the price movement for Ether right now in a 4-hour time frame, this descending broadening type of scenario could be playing out. So right now for us, the most important thing is to break out of this, which has plenty of time acted as a resistance. You can see here, then let price to break out of it, right? If it's going to break out of it and also find support above it, then this could actually be preparing us for another move here in an upward direction for Ether. Because right now, if we look at this scenario here, let me show you with the previous example. If you monitor the price movement around this particular area, you can see here, pretty solid scenario. Broke out of this descending broadening wedge, came back to find support at the upper line area, which previously acted as a resistance. And what happened after that? An impulsive move followed. So if we could also break out of this falling trend line or this upper line of this descending broadening wedge and find support above it, then there is a very likely scenario that we are also going to see a pretty similar move in this manner. Because doesn't matter if you go back here and look at the previous scenario for Ether, you can see, guys, this has unfolded again and again. Once we broke out of this upper line, we had a really nice move. So you can see another scenario was this one here as well. Right, we broke out of this upper line area. We even saw this pump and again a price correction, but look at this, after consolidation we started again heading in an upward direction. So right now, that's why for us the most important thing would be breaking out of this upper line area of this descending broadening wedge. If that's going to happen, right, if that's going to happen, then we could also be expecting maybe again a pullback type of scenario, price consolidating and seeing another move just like this one here, guys, just like this one here, right? And if you want to know the possible price target right now for Ether, if this descending broadening wedge scenario plays out, in that case, guys, we are going to look into this top here till the bottom area. So if that's going to continue from here, let's say if the breakout's going to happen from somewhere around this area, then our upward price target could be around this 1980 to 1990 price level. So let's see how this one is going to play out. And if we want to add, right, a short-term price target to this, no problem. Simply add this Fibonacci retracement level from this swing high till this swing low level. Because right now, if the price of Ether, right, that's why I said you, this 1880 price level is a very important line to break, and this down here, this 0.618 around 1750 is a very important line of support. So you can see here why I was saying that resistance, right? So now for us, the most important thing would be to break out of this 1880 price level. Before even reaching this 1880, attempting to break out of it, if the price does manage to break out of this trend line here, the upper line of this descending broadening wedge, which I just showed you guys, if that's going to happen, right, then there is also a very likely scenario that we are going to test this one more time, maybe a consolidation around this area, and then another impulsive move towards this previous high structure for Ether. So this is what I see right now looking at the price structure of Bitcoin and also price action of Ethereum. So guys, this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the work. If that's the case, then hit the like button, and all the individual watching this for the first time, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.